Welcome to Imperial Kingdom. So one thing I've noticed is this conversation about Shakur Stevenson, people challenging him to go up in division and have a fight. They want him to fight Devon Haney. Oh boy, what's going on, you fellas? What's going on? And the thing is, most of you fellas talking about this, you know much better than that. You know better than that. You know better. A lot of the media, a lot of the fans are talking about this. And what you have to realize is, again, boxers go up in weight, and has been done throughout history. Some boxers, certain boxers, not all boxers. But when that's done, that's with the fighter himself's consent. That's with his own wish and desires. That's when the fighter knows, the boxer himself knows that he's ready. The fighter knows himself. I'm ready to go up weight. It's not for fans to tell him to go up weight. It's not for media to tell him to go up weight. And it's definitely not for the opponents or the one wishing for him to come up to make him go up in weight. Recently, Shakur Stevenson's been pressured, pushed, jostled to come up in weight to fight Devon Haney. And sometimes it's been done. Yes, I repeat, sometimes it's been done. And with great effect. Fighters have done it. But they've done it on their own terms. They've done it when they feel like. They've done it when they know that their body's ready to move up in weight. It's not something you just do because you looked over to your neighbor and said, oh, he did it, therefore I can do it. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. Fighting does not work like that. That's not how it works. Especially, oh my gosh, especially when the person you're fighting is so close in skill level, so close in degree of boxing ranking. When you know that the person you're facing is that close, yet they are one division above you, or in this case, 2 whole divisions above you. Yeah, I keep seeing a lot of even media folk who I know better. I know they definitely know better. What I mean is, the better ones of you folk. You know, there's some media folk who talk a lot of rubbish all year round. I'm not talking of those even. I'm talking of some of the ones who I even say, oh yeah, these guys are worth watching, worth listening to. Even they are pushing this. So I'll have to bring it down to a lack of understanding of this very issue. Sometimes it's just the fact that one hasn't been in the ring so much themselves. You haven't fought yourself much. You know, so sometimes that's all it is. Because it's just a matter of numbers. Well, he's done it, so he can do it. He's done it, so you can do it. He did it, so you should do it. Or just be a man and go up. Don't forget, fellas, this is not tennis. This is not swimming. This is not darts. This is not snooker. This is not, this is not pool. This is not pool, yo. This is boxing. This is fight life. This is fight world. And the same applies obviously to martial arts world. You don't play with people's lives like this. This is not a game. Like I said, sometimes it can be done. But there are times when, those are times when the guy knows it's time. And also, the person measures against his opponent. Measures against their opponent. It's not something you just dive into like a headless chicken. No, man, you're playing about. You're playing about too much. This is not how it goes. Shakur Stevenson operates mainly 135, and he gave us a show which people are not giving him credit for against Teofimo Lopez, who's one of the premier fighters in the game. Teofimo Lopez, who I call Teofimo Lopez, again because of how he was so racist and crass and disrespectful. However, you can't deny his fighting ability. He was one of the top dogs in boxing, fighting wise. Shakur Stevenson went up, and as I said before, we could have still been talking about it today in terms of the build up to the fight. A dark move. Shakur's not there yet. Teofimo's not there yet. They still haven't fought each other. They've been talking all day. It could have been still going on right now. Up until August, September 2026. What they did, they got with it. They got with the program. They got the fight moving, and they had it. So you have to give them credit. You have to give them both credit, obviously, for taking Teo for taking on someone like Shakur, who's known as one of the better fighters in the pound for pound rankings, even though he's one division below. But Shakur, even more credit, greater credit, for moving up out of his own zone, his own division zone, to take this fight. How can you not want to give him credit? How don't you want to give him credit? Of course you have to give him credit. You don't think Shakur deserves credit? Of course he deserves credit. He didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that. But he went up to prove major points for the boxing world. He gave it to us, and it's gone like that. The old cliche. The old boxing world cliche. The what have you done for me lately sport. Come on, fellas, it's just a minute ago. Don't get no amnesia now. No. That was half a minute ago. He's barely basked in the glory of that fight, and he's already been asked to fight Devon Haney. Listen, like I said, if it's a request, fine. That was a request. Come up. You want to come up? You think you can come up? How about we come up? Let's make a hit. Let's punctuate a hit on the boxing world. Let's show them what time it is. Let's show them what's popping. Let's give them some game and let's give them some entertainment, some hot stuff. Huh? Let's do that. How about it? And they did. They did. That's a request. Okay, I'll do it. Why? Because I feel like I can. I feel like my body's alright to do it. A demand is different. Come up, you must. No, you can't do that because you don't know how the guy feels. How do you know he's ready to come up? How do you know it's his time to come up? And many times fighters like to look at, oh, this guy's tall, or this guy's big. Listen, that's not how boxing works. That's totally unscientific. Boxing goes by weight. You get on the scales, you weigh. And those, sometimes even with the weighing, it's still not sufficient to determine the authenticity of a fighter's place in that division, because sometimes it's just a whole load of water and fat. Listen, even that's useful too, because weight is weight. Weight is weight. In science, weight is weight. You slap a heavy weight on something, you're gonna feel it, whatever it is. But in human terms, we're talking about the mechanics of action. So sometimes it's not better that it's just a whole lot of water and a whole lot of X, Y, Z. Sometimes a guy really is settled in that way, in the way he's supposed to be, in a healthy way, and he's obviously the one who's really in that division. As far as Shakur is concerned, we're talking about a couple divisions over now. When we're saying the demand, not request, the demand for Shakur to come up to 147 to face Devon Haney. Devon Haney is no slouch. Devon Haney is an elite fighter in boxing. Elite. Devon Haney is an elite fighter in boxing. And his operations have been elite. His operations have been top notch. Top notch. So I wouldn't say that it's just a normal thing just to go right up to any division and jump and then just presume that that's the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. It's definitely not the right thing to do. The person's going to have to know exactly when it's time. That's when you do it. We've seen Haney for years. We saw him with Lomachenko. We saw him with Regis Prograis. We saw him doing great exploits with top level fighters. And it's not just any old dude. He's an elite boxer in the elite rankings as well in the boxing world. So to expect him to just reel someone like Shakur up in the divisions like a fish, that would be ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous. That would be absolutely ridiculous. Again, it's not the norm. It's not the norm at all. You can't just expect just anyone to do that. You can't do that. And the thing is, look, just the other night, Spence went up from 147 to 160. He jumped 154. And he faced Tazu. And how did that go? To me, it just looked as though Spence was laboring at the weight. He was laboring at the weight. He was trying his best, he was touching, and Zoo just seemed to absorb it all. And Zoo wasn't even hitting him hard, he was hitting him with medium level shots. But the effect was as though it was very, very heavy. Spence had to use his veteran knowledge to wade the waters and move back and this and do different things. And he didn't even settle himself to provide that intense work that he normally would do. I didn't see it. Even though he'd eaten his best. Because he'd gone up two divs. That means you can eat what you want, you can be what you want. That's an example of weight division. When they say there are weight divisions for a reason. There are weight divisions for a reason. So, what happens in that is a fighter will have to now make sure they know exactly what they're doing before you jump up. If you want to do it, you can do it. It can be a request, but it can't be a demand. It can be a request, but it can't be a demand. If he wants to go up, let him go up. Fine, I'll watch it. You think I won't watch it? But you can't demand him to go up. You can request it. Hey, Shaq, how about come up and see what you can do with Devon? It's not too bad. He better pay attention to what's going on. If you think you can sweep the floor with Devon, go ahead. Listen, it's not impossible. It's not impossible. We're not saying it's impossible. Devon, Shakur is a top level fighter. Top level. Absolutely top level. Right? So in his mind, it depends on what he thinks he can do. But if he has any reason why he feels not to do it, forget about it. We saw Kell Brook, the keyhole opener, the man who unlocked the keys of many doors where we were looking for the keys. Like the tornado of Porter. What was moving like a wind at a certain point, taking out things, taking buildings out in boxing. Kell Brook just picked the holes. Pick the holes. Kell Brook just picked the holes, man. But then, yes, Brooke went up all the way to face GGG. 2 divisions up. And he was damaged, man. Orbital bones, busted, broken. Listen, we don't play boxing. Don't keep playing like this. You people think it's a joke. Like it's dogfighting or something. No. We're dealing with people's lives, people's health. If he can do it, I emphasize. If he feels he knows why he can go up there, then let him go up there. But that's on his own terms, not a demand. You can't demand it. You can't demand. And I'm hearing it over and over. These people are persistent. Oh, Shakur's being a duck. What do you mean he's been a duck? He hasn't ducked anyone in his division. He went up a division to face one of the best in our times, Teofimo Lopez. He went up against Teofimo Lopez, and he dealt with him. He dealt with him. He absolutely dealt with him. But I'm not hearing the credit from the same people. Why are you not mentioning something so obvious? I don't understand it. Many of you fellas who I'm talking about, I repeat, you're amongst some of the best. Media-wise. But you don't say this. It's very obvious. It's an elephant in the room. You're not talking about his fight with Teofimo Lopez. You're not giving him credit for that. You're not revisiting it and mentioning it. Great thing that just happened only just now. Teo's getting ready to fight Rollies. Rollies who dispatched Ryan Garcia. Now, you want Shakur to go all the way up and face Devon Haney. Debo Dev. You know it's Debo Dev. And he's been Debo right now. I mean, he's sweeping the floor with everything, man. I have to credit him so much for what he's done in the game so far too. That thing Ryan Garcia did, that was a mishap, that was a blip. Because Ryan cheated the scales. Ryan cheated the scales and he took Oster in. We don't know what else he took. If you found that, then what else did you find? What else was in there that wasn't found? So he's a cheat, or he was a cheat for sure. We got evidence for that. Can't say he wasn't. Can't say he didn't. There's evidence and proof that Ryan is very comfortable wanting an advantage that he shouldn't naturally have, and he was even happy to publicly tell us that he's going to cheat the scales. What disgusting character. Anyways, we'll talk again on Imperial Kingdom. Till next time. So, think about it again next time you consider this topic. Next time you want to push Shakur or anyone else to do something they shouldn't be doing in a game. Especially these younger fighters. The ones coming up who are more impressionable and they don't know what's going on. They're just talented. And then you're trying to pressurize them to do something that's dangerous. Till next time on Imperial Kingdom. It's Xtreme martial artist, combat master, Olisa Eric Ossai. We'll speak again.